3 more debate rules that are in the Senate. Remember, the only one that's in the House is a discharge petition. All the rest are Senate ones, and that's because the Senate has some set rules, and that's it. They don't have a rules committee, but the House changes the rules based on each bill. Okay, cloture vote, or a cloture vote. It's also called a cloture, but a cloture vote. 2.23, cloture vote. All right, ready? Jump on the back side. All right, this is a Senate procedural vote. A Senate procedural vote. So meaning that it's just it's a process vote to make a bill move on to the next part of the process. And so that's what that is. A cloture vote requires a supermajority or 60 senators to vote. And this ends the rule for unlimited debate. So debate could just go on forever, but eventually you got to vote on something. And so the Senate has this rule called a cloture vote to end debate. And then once debate is ended, they actually have a formal vote on the bill. This ends filibusters. Okay, so this will end filibusters. Notice here that filibusters have risen dramatically recently, and that's because, as I said, they ended the rule in the 70s that a filibuster actually had to keep talking. Now you can just say, I got 41 votes. That'll keep you from getting to 60 to end unlimited debate. So now I have a filibuster. And so now the minority group in the Senate just uses a cloture vote. If they get 41 votes, they can just never have a cloture vote. And now that's used a lot more. And it has meant that the Senate passes very little and gets very little done. Now there's talk of getting rid of the filibuster as a result of that. All right, unanimous consent 2.24, unanimous consent 2.24. And in unanimous consent, this is also a Senate rule. Flip over to the back side. Of course, it has the idea of unanimous, meaning everybody, consenting, meaning permission. So like everybody's saying, yes, okay, that's unanimous consent. What does that mean? It's a Senate procedure. Senate procedure. And it's basically it's an expedited vote, a fast vote. Like, let's just get this done. Hurry up, get it done. Expedited vote, fast vote. And basically the idea is if no senator objects, literally nobody objects, then the bill or motion will pass. So they go, we're going to do a unanimous consent. Does anybody object? They hear nothing, crickets. Boom, it passes. So they just get it done quickly. An example of this, I'm going to show you from the newspaper here. Let me say this. If one senator objects, then they must go through the normal procedure of voting and having a cloture vote and so on and so forth. So just one senator saying, yep, I object, like that's the jerk who's slowing down the process here. All right, so unanimous consent. One senator objects, then the vote must go through the normal procedures. Here's an example. The headline says here, Senate heads for exits as vulnerable Democrats get campaign time and McConnell gets his judges. So Senate Majority Leader in 2018, Mitch McConnell, wanted to get some judges passed. They wanted to get some executive heads passed through the Senate, and they were being filibustered. So basically, he uses unanimous consent as a way to do that. So the Democrats wanted to go home and campaign in 2018, and basically he says to them, like, look, we're just going to stay. Like, no, I won't let you go home and campaign until we pass these. And then everyone's like, okay, yeah, we need to pass them. And so he does unanimous consent and passes all kinds of executive branch members that needed to be confirmed and 15 judicial nominees, as you read the article. And so this is a way to, use the time, the fact that everybody wants to leave, as a way to get a bill through. And they might do this also at like Christmas or summer break or whatever, and they'll push some bills that hadn't gotten through, and they'll use unanimous consent to get them through quickly. Last one, and everybody forgets this one, but this is called a hold. All right, a hold or holds. 2.25, a hold. It's a Senate rule. Flip over. All right, a Senate procedure, because all of these are Senate procedures except discharge petition. Hopefully that, I've said that so many darn times, you should remember it now. And a hold prevents a vote from coming to the floor. A hold prevents the vote from coming to the floor. It's not a filibuster because you don't have to actually get up and speak, although, as we said, you don't have to actually anymore anyway. But it delays. It's a delay. A hold is a delay. I mean, think of it. Hold. Let me hold it up. So that's the idea. Like, hold up the vote. I'm going to hold up the vote. That's what a hold is. And it delays a unanimous consent vote. So you use a hold to delay a unanimous consent vote. And it might be 24 hours or something, and it's just some sort of clarification or get something added to it. So a unanimous consent vote can be stopped. And you can do this anonymously as well. So you don't know which senator is holding up the bill, but a hold can be put on. And by the way, a hold can actually be ended by a cloture vote. So if people get ticked off and like, oh, who's the jerk putting up the hold on this bill? They can actually call for a cloture vote. And as long as there's 60 senators who agree, then they can end the hold and then vote on the bill. All right. So those are the last aspects of vote in the Senate. There's a lot of them. So you got to keep them straight. And that means practice. Nothing is learned without lots of practice. So that means writing them out. That means doing practices online. That means studying them. So, what is my recommendation? Do it.